Hey, here's a virtual high five. We're doing pretty good, aren't we? Welcome to my humble abode. This is my minivan. Hi. I'm sitting in the driver's seat here, and I am in the driver's seat on this series. I've been doing a series about getting ready for the road. A lot of you are getting ready for the road. Summer season is just about over pretty soon, and a lot of us will be traveling. I know I will, and I bet a lot of you will too. Well, you tell me you do. So I've been doing a series on this. Now today, I'm going to talk about getting your rig ready. Yesterday, I talked about getting things ready inside of your van, or your rig, whatever you're driving, getting it ready so that you can drive safely and not be distracted, having everything set. Your playlist, things like that. Yeah, your chords. Here's what I want you to do real quick. Let's go through real quick. Okay, I want you to watch it all the way through. I want you to subscribe. I want you to give me a thumbs up, and I want you to leave a comment. Go ahead and just do it right now. Just leave me a heart or hi Lee, and all the way through you can ask me questions through the video. Okay, let's go. I've also previously talked about where you're going to go for the winter and the summer. I gave you a foolproof plan for all of you newbies out there. Something that's a surefire. Okay, that it's a given. You don't even have to hardly think about it. You just have to get there and follow my instructions on maybe going to quartzsite for the winter, right? And where you can go, all the BLM land. Then I gave you a surefire plan for summer. Okay, and that is going up to Flagstaff, and I gave you places where you can park. Oh my gosh, I mean, I basically listed and laid out a plan for you. Then after that, you can figure it out on your own and go wherever you want to go. But if you're nervous and anxious about what am I going to do, where am I going to go, I gave you a plan for your first year. And in the Nomad world, I believe there's really two seasons. There's the summer season, okay? And that is from late April until mid-October. Then your winter season is after that. In between those would be like maybe November all the way through till April. Okay, so you have two seasons, and I gave you those surefire plans. Then we talked about how are you going to travel from wherever you are all the way to those places in Arizona that I told you about. Okay, now you don't have to follow this, but some of you really wanted a plan and you were nervous, and so I'm taking some of that away from you. Yeah, our greatest fears lie in anticipation. So what I'm trying to do is give you the anticipation of success. You're going to anticipate that everything's going to work out just fine, and it really is. Okay, and then I talked about highways, byways, tolls, what's up with the tolls. And today is going to be getting your rig ready. Now, I'm going to show you what I did on mine, okay? And I drive a minivan. All of you are going to be so different. Oh my gosh. I mean, some of you are going to be pulling trailers. Some of you are going to be pulling, I don't know, little teeny carriers to carry enough stuff with you. Some of you are going to have storage on the top of your roof. So let's go over what you need to do with all of that. Okay, let's start with under the hood. Let's go. Okay, it's early in the morning, and this is the time that you're going to be checking on your fluids under your hood, because you're probably going to want to get on the road early. So I'm doing this right now, this would be 6:30 a.m. This would be the time that I would be checking this. Now, some people say, you do realize you have a rag in your hood. Well, I do, and I use it. This is my fuse box. This is right here is my air filter. And there's just a little space right there where I can tuck it in. Doesn't hurt anything. And I always have it available. This is my radiator cap. Now, let's get closer. I had a mechanic tell me that you don't just check the overflow, okay? Because that's not your gauge on whether there's fluid in here. It's this. You want to take the cap off. Now, what I do is I usually have a rag for this. Take it off and look at it. Yes, there is a good fluid. I can see right there. And then twist it. That way, I don't want antifreeze on my fingers. For your oil. And I check that. This is for my windshield. The water, the liquid to wash it. I don't really buy the fluid. I just put water in there because I don't use it that often. What I like to do is before I would leave on a trip, I would go ahead and wash my windshield and my windows. This is just for if I need it, like mud would splash on it, or I get in a precarious situation where something splashed on me and I'm on the highway and I can't pull over. This would help, at least wash my windows up a little bit. This is my power steering fluid. I check that. Under everybody's hood is going to be a little different. I drive a Kia Sedona. It's all going to be different. So what I want you to do is learn where everything is under your hood. Okay? Now over here is my brake fluid. I just check it. I just jiggle it just a little bit to see where the flow is. Now this is my air filter. It's where my air filter is, and I can change this on my own. Battery. That's about all that I need to know on this. Oops, forgot to put my rag away. Have I got a book for you? It is Stay in Your Own Lane. And I told you yesterday about my mishap on the highway, going 75 miles an hour. He did not stay in his own lane. In fact, he wasn't even in a lane. He had no lane. So he decided to break into mine and almost killed me because he came around me from the shoulder of the highway he was on, and he scooted in around me. He was going 90. I was going 75. So there were a couple of things that prompted me to write this book, Stay in Your Own Lane. Have you heard about that? And I hate to say the name Karen because I know a lot of Karens, and a lot of Karens are out there, but there is this kind of person, there are Karens, males and females, where they don't want to stay in their own lane. They want to be busybodies, what we used to call a nosy person, right? Or we like Mrs. Kravitz. She was a busybody, always looking out her window, seeing what everybody else was doing, and confronting people. Now they're confronting people. Well, whatever you want to call them, they really do need to stay in their own lane. And it prompted me to write a book about that. When I was coming up to Flagstaff, that guy, he came right into my lane and almost killed me. Okay, then in May, I had a mishap with one of a YouTube channel gal. Yeah, so she came in my lane there, and she sent a bunch of her flying monkeys into my lane. And I had to deal with that in May. Well, in June, I had another YouTube channel gal come into my lane. Won't go into it. I won't reveal who she was, but she's not the first one. And she decided to confront me on one of the books that I wrote. She just wanted to just come right into my lane and had nothing constructive to tell me except she wanted to be a busybody. This is what prompted me to write this book. How to stay out of other people's lanes. How to do with people who want to come into your lane, how to deal with it effectively, why people do this, and also the psychology of why people don't do it. Why are you a type that go into other people's lanes, and why are you a type that would never even think of going into somebody else's lane? That you just want to live and let live. So I really recommend this book. Stay in your own lane. It's not expensive. It's on Amazon. And just type in Minivan Lee books. I've got a bunch of them. I've got some thrillers. I've got van life thrillers. And I've got some inspirational books and books to help you in life. They're called Living the Good Life series. Stay in your own lane. I travel with a tire inflator. That's what's in the bag right here. I showed you previously in a video in this series about gadgets, things that I carry that I can check and get ready for a long trip. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to check the air in my tires, and I'm really glad I did, because on the driver's side, they were low. You know, I haven't checked them in a while. So this is really good to do. It's a really great tire inflator. I really like it. I've had it for a few years now. It does me well. Now, I also have out my Jackery. I want to plug it into the electrical outlet in my Jackery. It gets better power. They did send me one that goes with a 12 volt, and I can plug it into my cigarette lighter, but it just doesn't have enough power. Now, I set my tires, I'm driving a minivan, and I set mine at 37. And I believe one of the reasons that they're a little bit low is because cold air, the cold temperatures, will bring down your tire pressure. And heat increases your tire pressure. The recommended for my minivan is 35. But I set mine at 37. I'm going to check on top of my roof. I have solar up there, and I have it taped down. And I know that sounds kind of silly, and some people say, huh? But it works. I've had this up here for 2 years now. But every once in a while, I do need to replace just maybe a section of the tape. It's just easier for me, and nobody can see the solar up there. But anyways, what I want to do is I want to check it, make sure that nothing's flapping. Now, some of you might have a carrier up there. Make sure that everything is secure before you hop on the highway, okay? Also, if you have a trailer in back of you, this is the time when you're going to check all the connections, make sure that your brake lights are connected, and everything is copacetic on that end. This is the time that you do that. Thanks for watching this, everybody. Thanks for spending just a little bit of time today with me. I really appreciate it. I have a lot of new subscribers. And I'm going to continue on with the series. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow, but there's still a lot more to talk about, okay? Oh, I know what I'm going to talk about. Driving safely while you're on the road. Yeah, because I've been through a snowstorm. I've been through torrential rain. I've been through going through cities where things are so crowded. Yes, so I think I'm probably going to touch on that and a couple more things. Safety on the road. So please stick with me and watch for the video tomorrow, okay? I love you guys so much. And again, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget, stay in your own lane. And I have a lot of other books that I know that you're going to enjoy also. And, oh gosh, I think that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. I love you guys very, 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 very much. Okay? Till tomorrow. Peace. Good things are coming our way. Uh-oh, he's going to follow me. Oh, my God. What now? What now? Ouch. What do you want? You want food? You want to come home with me? You want to come? You want to come home? Oh, stop. He's my amusement. He's my morning amusement. Go home. Go back to your friends. Go to your friends. Bye. Bye. Maybe they'll let me be part of their gang. Maybe there's an initiation. I have to waddle and chew on people's food, on their shoes. Yeah. Bye. Parting is such sweet sorrow.